Welcome to Reform Universal Family Law. This is Friday, March 2nd, 2018, and I wanted to do a quick little video to let you know about all the changes going on. All of our members need to kind of understand what we're doing now. I have finally moved Reform Universal Family Law over from a personal profile on Facebook to a community organization. Something that we should have done a long time ago, but frankly didn't do because we set it up the wrong way in the first place. So we are transitioning everything over from the personal page over to the community organization page, and we will eventually wind down and ultimately archive the personal page. But I wanted to tell you as well, along with the changes coming now that we are listed correctly as a community organization, we are also going to try and do more videos monthly. I want to start discussing topics in the news as they may relate to family law reform, things like that, and basically just have some open and candid discussions about that with other members. I'm hoping that this is going to promote people getting more involved with the page, people having more discussions with each other, people sharing more ideas, things like that, because ultimately my goal is this. I've been creating an organization umbrella on paper for a few years now, and I think that the only way that any of us in this effort are going to see any long-term and major reform is if we've got a big enough message that is consistent worldwide to affect change by educating people. And the only way we're going to do that is if we can bring all of these efforts across the globe into the fold and into the mix and work together so that we have huge numbers and so that we really start to rattle people's cages and get the media's attention, get lawmakers' attention, get the court's attention, so on and so forth. So, what I believe needs to happen is there needs to be an umbrella organization over everybody. Now, I've designed something like that on paper. I've worked on it off and on for a few years. And the cool thing about it is it's going to allow everybody to basically still keep your identity as an organization, but you will have the additional benefits of being a unified coalition under one umbrella. Now, the good thing about that is we can put forward a unified message all across the world and on the board so that people will start listening. I think one of the things with that idea, people ask me, well, how are you going to get groups that have all these different ideas and visions together and to come together on one mission? Well, to become part of a coalition, obviously if you've got an umbrella organization holding you together, there has to be some core values and principles that all groups and people that join are going to adhere to and agree to. And once you have established that, I think you have like a voting council, and you have voting members of this organization, voting groups, and we basically pursue what the overall organization deems as the most important thing, and we tackle those in order. That is the way that you affect change in our current system. That is how we will get law reform and get it consistently through the United States, because little laws here and there that break down and are different in every state still allow for corruption, greed and mismanagement by the courts and the family law system, and people are always still going to get lost in the cracks on it. I believe you have to have a consistent system across the board for the whole United States for it to work, so that the rules are the same everywhere. And if you can affect some of that, people can feel comfortable being treated more fairly than they are currently, and that will happen everywhere they go because they'll have the same type of expectations of the system. Anyway, I wanted to just share that with you guys. I think it's exciting news. I think it's a great way to move forward. I'm going to be in contact with some people and organizations coming up here real soon that I think should be part of this coalition, and we will, we will announce more details as the time comes. But ultimately, I would love to see this organization with 200 or 300 organizations within the coalition and literally 20 to 30 million members worldwide. So and even more than that if we can get them. So I think this idea can work. I think if people get on board with it, we could affect change. But I also believe that the current system that we have, where everybody's doing something different and the efforts are scattered, it's getting us the same type of results that we see in the political arena right now, where everybody's fighting. Nothing gets accomplished, and family law is no different than politics right now. So anyway, I'm excited about these changes. I'm excited to see a rejuvenation in the organization. We've changed our name from Reform Utah Family Law to Reform Universal Family Law to affect the entire coalition and make it sound proper. And we will have a new logo soon too. So that's something I've done a few redesigns. I wasn't happy with them. As soon as I finish a redesign that really looks like it's going to pop and it's going to represent us correctly, that will be put on our group page as well. And once people become members or the groups become members, they will be able to share that seal as part of the coalition with everybody. So anyway, those are the new things happening. I'm glad to have people on board. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me as always on Facebook. And like I say when I sign off on every other video, remember that family is the most important thing in life, and everything else comes secondary. Bye-bye.